Hello. It is actually Monday morning. I'm very late doing my weekly wrap-up for last week. So it is Monday morning, September the 13th, and this is my weekly wrap-up for last week, the week of September the 6th. And it's also finally getting fall here, so I'm so excited. Alright, so as always, I'll do accomplishments, then I'll do some skills explored, areas for improvement, focus areas, and then wrap up with my concrete goals. So my accomplishments this week, I had several that I'm very excited for. So I've started the greengrocer story early. If you've been watching my dailies, then I didn't want to start writing it until today, but I actually started over the weekend, so I'm excited about that. Second, I updated my YouTube and started building that out last week. I was very excited to finally lean into that, because that is something I've had past experience with, is building out a YouTube. I actually have a YouTube channel that has 320 subscribers, and I need to figure out what to do with it because it's an old channel. Anyway, more on that later. Third, I kept up with my critiques by submitting the conflagration to my review circle and by reviewing 2 more stories myself. I explored the literary genre, which I'll cover here in a second, and I worked on all 3 of my story sets. That's what I want to focus on. September and October are my 3 story sets, which are techno thrillers, stories that go to my core beliefs, and then my novel on cycles. So yeah, a lot of accomplishments this past week. The skills explored. So this is where I want to talk about literary writing. So I don't know if you've seen journals or magazines or even writers themselves that use the label literary, right? You'll see when you go to submit, it'll say literary only or no genre, please. And I have to be, you know, you can probably tell by the accents I'm using, that intimidated me. Like it was a special elites only kind of writing that I wasn't good enough to do because I haven't been to Gotham Writers Workshop, right, or the Iowa school. And it's not, as I've dug into it, it's really not that even hard of a concept to grasp. Literary writing just means that the general rules aren't followed. And so you have to back it up with really good skill, right? It's kind of like abstract painting, right? Anybody can put a red stripe across a canvas, but only very trained professionals who know how it all works can put a red stripe across a canvas that moves you, right? So it's basically the abstract art of writing. You have to really know all the rules in order to use it well, but that doesn't mean it's out of reach, it just means it takes hard work. So yeah, the general rules of writing don't apply to literary writings. For example, the bad guy doesn't always lose, the good guy might not even exist in that story, and the ending might be pretty vague. Basically, think of any indie movie that you have watched recently that at the end has left you going, huh? That's most likely based off of a literary short story or something of the point. If you've seen The Favorite, we just watched it this weekend, and that one screamed literary to me, right? There really is no hero, there's protagonist, and there's really no villain, kind of, and the end just sort of leaves it. But it is still a story worth seeing. It is still a story that moves you and captivates your attention, right? So that's very literary. Anyway, the more I've explored, the less intimidated I've been by this literary space. And I just wanted to share that in case there's any other newcoming author that's stumbled upon this blog and, you know, was just as intimidated. I just wanted to share you like, hey, I sort of like was able to confront my fears a tiny bit, and it's not that scary on the other side. So we'll see, you know, once I start getting judged and people are like, this isn't literary enough, then, you know, then maybe I'll go back to thinking it's sort of this elitist thing. But anyway, I just want to share that. Let's see, areas for improvement. So there are 2 areas I want to address here. One, I've talked about my speed the last couple of weeks, and it is continuing to improve. So I've been really happy where that's ending up. So I've been happy about that. The second area, my anxiety with publishing has also been decreasing. I'm sure the moment I start getting negative feedback, I'll get scared again, but them's the bricks, and we'll deal with them when we can. Focus areas for next week, which is really this week since I'm filming on Monday. But this coming week will be focused on writing the greengrocer story, which I've already started, which is great. Second, writing a small techno thriller flash fiction piece I have in mind that deals with AI. And then third, sussing out a bit more of the novel. Remember, I'm really trying to stick to my 3 focus areas for September and October. Trying not to deviate unless something life-changing happens. I will say I keep back-burnering the novel. I think because it seems so big, so that's an area I have to keep an eye on. I don't want it evaporating, and I don't want to wake up in November going, I haven't done anything yet, right? So that's an area to keep in mind on. And then for concrete goals, so I want to finish the greengrocer this week. I want to start and hopefully finish the AI flash fiction this week. Third, I want to keep up with my social media, and that specifically means posting at least 2 more videos on YouTube and 1 story post on Instagram. And additionally, I'd like to create a list of all my works. Believe it or not, I've actually been writing things for nearly 3 years. I've only been doing it, full-time as this project for the last 5 months. But I actually have several dozen various scripts and nonfiction pieces that I've really been forgetting about. So I'd like to create a single list where they can all hang out. Yeah, I've had a YouTube channel, I've had a podcast, so there's a lot of writing back there that I should bring to the forefront. Anyway, I guess that's it. Have a great day, have a great week, and see everybody later.